त्वमक्षरं परमं वेदितव्यं त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परम निधानं त्वमव्ययः शाश्वत धर्मगोप्ता सनातनस्त्वं पुरुषो मतो मे. Hello friends, this is the 18th shlok of the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says Tvam aksharam paramam veditavyam, which means you are the imperishable ultimate to be known. Tvamasya vishwasya param nidhanam, which means you are the supreme refuge of this world. Tvamavyayah shashvata dharma gopta, which means you are the savior of the eternal dharma. Sanatanas tvam purusho matome, which means you are everlasting purusha in my opinion. So over here Arjun is basically praising Sri Krishna, and what he is saying is that you are the ultimate imperishable being which should be known by all the beings. You are the savior of the eternal dharma and the supreme being. You are the ultimate refuge for all. So basically Arjun has mentioned over here Sri Krishna to be the savior of Sanatana Dharma. When Sanatana Dharma is translated casually in English, it is translated as eternal religion. However, this is an incorrect translation because Dharma is something which is a Sanskrit non-translatable. You cannot really translate this word Dharma into other languages because there is no concept of Dharma being present in other traditions. So people often translate it as religion, but religion actually is not the correct translation of dharma, and if you were to translate it as religion over here, then you will completely lose the meaning of this shlok over here. So religion actually is a very limited word which is not able to really encompass the vastness of the word dharma. Religion provides you an impression that this is some sort of a sect which has a founder and which is organized, and it in an organized way is trying to spread its message to all the beings. So in that sense it's a very limited idea of somebody trying to basically spread his message. Sanatan Dharma is not like that. Eternal Dharma or Dharma is not like that. It is far more wider than that. There is no founder of Sanatan Dharma, and it's basically not limited to a particular organization as such. The universe is governed by certain universal laws. These laws apply at all places and at all times, and it is through these laws that balance is maintained in this universe. So the Sanatan Dharma as such is a combination of all these laws. So Dharma in that sense encompasses all these laws which run this entire creation and maintain balance over here. So as an example, when a sect decides to expand its followers, then it will have to include people from all walks of life in its fold, and most people are weak. They do not have the strength to really follow the teachings of the leaders of a sect to the word. And so what happens is that when a sect wants to expand itself, then it sacrifices on its moral teachings, and when it sacrifices on its moral teachings, then of course more and more people come and join the sect, or the sect might provide some sort of an incentive in terms of material wealth or something to bring the people in its fold. But when this thing is done, when common folks are brought into the fold of a sect because of some sacrifice on the moral values, or some sort of a incentive being provided in terms of money or something, then what the sect is doing is that it is lowering its values. And when it lowers its values, and when more and more common folks join the sect, then the sect basically starts to degrade in itself. It starts to rot, and all sorts of wrong traditions then start to come into that sect. And when those things happen, then the sect falls down, and it basically gets degraded. And eventually the sect is then completely degraded, and is brought down, and from the ashes of that sect a new sect then rises, and this cycle of creation and destruction in this way keeps on going. So this whole process is a universal truth which is accepted in Sanatan Dharma as the idea of the wheel of time. So such combination of ideas are what basically will be describing dharma in the truest sense. So it's not really a religion, it's not really a sect. Sects rise and sects fall. The dharma still stands. So you should not really call it religion. Nations rise and nations fall. Religious sects rise and religious sects fall. Continents move. Oceans change their shape, and species evolve and then they go extinct. Mountains rise and they are then eroded. Rivers flow and then they become dry. Forests change into deserts, and the deserts then change into forests. So all such changes, they keep on happening at all times in this world. And with that, there are a lot of changes that are going on, but the eternal dharma, all of these universal laws, they stand throughout time. So everything in this universe is basically bound by these universal laws. These universal laws will stand. Changes will happen, but these universal laws will remain. So these universal laws are the ones which are maintaining balance in this entire creation. And it is through these universal laws that the supreme divine entity is maintaining this balance. And so he is the one who is the protector of these universal laws in that sense. And therefore over here Arjuna is saying that you are the protector of this universal law. And since these universal laws are the ones which are running this entire creation, therefore the ultimate refuge of all beings is the one who is the protector of this universal law. All the beings will eventually go to this protector of the universal law. So that was what was the message of this shlok. Do not really confuse it to just being saying that, oh, this is just the protector of the Hindu religion that we currently see. It's not just that. It is the eternal religion, eternal laws which govern this entire creation. Not just the society as we have it right now. The Hindu society has changed over long periods of time. As situations have changed, the society has also changed, and they have changed, and they have adapted because of this very idea that the supreme deity is not the protector of just one particular sect. He is the protector of these universal laws. So that is what you have to understand. So I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you in the next video. Take care.